Alright, finally got this show on the road. I'm on the old Sugerlands Trail. Never been on this trail, in my recollection, although, it's not very good. Anyway, there was no real trailhead sign, but it's definitely a trail. You can see for yourself. But anyway, hopefully I don't get eaten. So, if someone finds this and it needs to be returned to someone, I don't know how you're going to break in. You're probably going to have to get my girlfriend to do it. But, actually, I hope Sarah remembers my code. Anyway, alright, I'll see you in a bit. Well, that happened quicker than I expected. Haven't even met the first fork in the trail and phone's already dying. So, actually I brought a battery pack out in the backwoods. Don't, I know. I gotta plug it up and we'll get back on the road. So, we finally reached the first guidepost. And, well, here it is. Oh. I'm a dummy. I don't know how to work my own phone. That's fine. Can you read that? No? Okay. No. One sec. Maybe you can read that now. So, I've got to consult my map, figure out which way I'm going to go. I don't really know where I'm going to end up, but I know what time about I should quit, so that's good enough. Alright, see you in a minute. The answer, apparently, is Cherokee Orchard Road. So, let's go. Man, back in high school, me and my friends from the church I went to, Concord Road, Church of Christ, we went backpacking in Big South Fork, and there was this one stretch. It was the horse trail stretch of the hike, and it was the worst part, bar none. Like, seriously miserable. Yeah, the ground was either sopping wet, and there were places in the mud where the shoe of the horse would go in and make it a lot deeper, and it'd suck your boots down. But the main thing is, it just seemed to go on and on and on. Man, nature's beautiful, isn't it? Well, little did I know that the path I chose was, in fact, a horse trail. Now, thankfully, it hasn't rained, at least here, for about 2 weeks, give or take. So, it's not muddy or anything like that. I kid you not. The terrain is mountainous. So, it's about 1 o'clock now. I've got quite a bit of time to keep going. Honestly, I'm not quite sure where this is supposed to pop me out at. But one way or the other, I'm gonna get there. Looks like there's a ridge about half mile that way. So hopefully this trail will take me up to the ridge and get me more airflow. You know, you tend to forget that at the bottom, in the foothills, in the valleys, it's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of shade and a lot of wind, a lot of, you know, mist from creeks and rivers and whatnot. Up here, it's just muggy. You gotta deal with insects like gnats, horseflies. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Just. There's a few clouds in the sky, but nothing major. I'll tell you, these things, I got them off of Amazon. They're nice, but one of the lenses popped out when I hopped over one of those trees earlier, so hopefully I can get them reset pretty well. Regardless, I'm just stalling now. I want to sit down more. Gotta keep going though. Gotta keep going. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Not so far ahead. Like I said, about a half mile back that way. Last message. Look what I found. Signs. Signs civilization. Now, I gotta figure out which way I'm gonna keep going. As you can see, if you look at the fine print, horse trail. Horse trail. Oh, really should focus more on reading that fine print. It appears I need to take the old Sugerlands Trail. That way. Always uphill, always. Till we're going back, of course. Alright. I'll see you in a minute. Hopefully this trail doesn't, you know, end up becoming a claustrophobic gnat trap like the last. Well, still on the trail here. You know, for a minute, I had to think to myself, there aren't any moose down here, right? No, there's no moose down here. Not in Tennessee. I guess I should have made that clear earlier. Tennessee, Smoky Mountains. All right, well, there's no moose down here. But I think for the first time in my life, I've actually heard a bear. I mean, it did not sound very happy. Ooh. Didn't sound very happy at all. Thankfully, it's behind me. Now, look at this. You see what I have to deal with? This is the horse trail I was talking about earlier. So, time to keep walking away from the perceived bear having a bad day. And hopefully, his day gets much better. Hopefully as nice as mine. All right. Here's hoping. taking a short break, another minute or so. It's nice. Right here, a little bit of shade, some wind. Pardon me. I'd say if there wasn't any wind up here, it would be sweltering. But with the wind, it's comfortable. Heard the bears again. Quarter of a mile back or so. I don't think they're after me or anything. It's just trying to keep tabs on them. It's weird being out here. Oh, keep meaning to show you. I don't know if you can see it. Right there in front of me, some wild raspberries. There's a whole huge briar patch of them back on the old trail back there before I hit the sign. Seemed to actually be pretty well in season. Surprising given summer just started. I didn't try to eat any. I think they're wild raspberries. Am I willing to risk diarrhea halfway up the mountain? No TP or general toilet within 4 miles, 5 miles? No. Alright, it's that time. Let's get back on the road. Once again, we find ourselves at a crossroad. This time, we're looking at still the old Sugerlands Trail and the 2 mile lead trail, 2 mile lead, one or the other. Oh, looks like we've come 3.1 miles, is that right? Farther? It's hard to say. Regardless, it's about 2:05. Looks like the road ahead's pretty good, actually. Here's hoping it stays that way, huh? All right, like that'll happen. Anyway, seems I'm gonna be heading up that way. Gotta get a move on. At least I got some shade. Back there, all those burned trees. No leaves, no shade, little wind. Got salt in my eye from the sweat. Alright, I'll do. See you in a few. I'm not sure if I can go wherever it is I'm going. It's beautiful up here. But it's like straight uphill. I mean, like, the last 4 miles have basically been straight up. It's pretty intense. I don't want to quit though. Just give up. It's almost 3 o'clock. Oh.
Hey, man.
Hey, yeah.
No, you're good. You on your way up or down?
Up.
You're going all the way, or?
Ideally, yeah. Let's see, should be another 4.5 miles, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how far I have down to the trailhead.
Oh, down to the trailhead? Another couple miles.
Couple miles, yeah. Because it's 6.5 plus, I guess, 0.2 to get over to Mount LeConte, so 6.7 total. So you're a little over 4.5 then, maybe.
I'll be fine. Fine. I'll make it back before dark. It's fine. Just got to get back to the Sugerlands Visitor Center.
Oh, okay. That's where you started? Or?
Yeah.
So how did you even go?
Old Sugerlands Trail. It's a horse trail.
Okay. And so you, how did you hook up to this then? Where does it hook up to this at?
It's the, whatever it is, the Gap Road. That gravel road.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it leads into that road, then you go up quarter, half mile, something like that, and then you hook a right and...
Hook up with this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, good luck.
Ditto. Oh, and be aware, about a mile down the trail, maybe a little bit more, if you're going down, I suppose, it'd be the left-hand side, heard something large in the woods. I didn't see anything, but you... Yeah.
Well, up towards LeConte, I saw a big black bear. Maybe 2 miles before, but I was on the other trail, because I don't even remember what that one was. But then the one down to Allen Cave Bluffs, I could hear people talking about a bear right down there too.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of bears active right now.
It might have come up from the highway, because trying to get into the visitor center was a nightmare. Is right outside it, there was a whole line of cars just sitting there, and I'm like, come on, people, you want to see the bears? Go hiking and get close to them like the rest of us crazy people.
Yes, people see a bear on the road, they just pull over. Or they just get out of their car and stay in the road.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Well, good luck to you.
Take care. There you go. Keep going. Well, finally figured out where I was going. Turns out it was Mount LeConte. It's a bit too far for my first outing, so I'm afraid I've got to turn back. There's another 4 odd miles, according to my map. Just can't do it. It's already 3:47. I got to turn back so I can get back before dark. Plus my stomach is rumbling and I'm almost out of water, so time to go. This will probably be the last video unless something exciting happens before I get to the end, so enjoy the ride. Well, we made it back. Somehow, some way, we made it back. I'm now at my place of residence, and let me tell you, that was pretty brutal there at the end. I didn't take a video because, man, I just didn't feel like it. It was bad. I ran out of water about 5 miles from the visitor center, and let's just say I didn't have a whole lot of water left at that point anyway. Lesson learned. But anyway, had to get some food in me and some liquid. I'm about ready to pass out. So, I'll leave you to whatever it is you were doing before you started watching this. And I hope you have a pleasant day. I'll let you know how my legs are doing tomorrow.